It feels good to be home, baby. Wow. 3 in the live, 0 likes, like 30. Like I didn't sleep for 30 hours. And now coronavirus was declared a global pandemic on 11/3, the 30th prime. Corona gets you 30. So, woo! 2 in the live, 1 like Elizabeth died exactly 21 weeks after my birthday. You can't make this up. Sideman, much love to you. Thank you for all the links you're sharing on the website. They're incredible videos. Really incredible stuff about all the gods and goddesses. 7 in the live, 3 likes for your 73, the 21st prime. How Philip was married to Elizabeth, 73 years. Let's go, Robbie Duke. How you doing, brother? Tuning in from sunny Mallorca. Excellent. When do you get back? I'd like to see you. Robbie Duke. Wow, a Duke. Isn't Harry the Duke of Sussex? How are we doing here? George, surprise appearance for Yeadon FC. There's strong rumours going around. Spoke to my brother who's an expert on all of this. He's made me 8 to 13 to make an appearance for Yeadon FC, but he will be there for sure for a few beverages, maybe a few Timothy Taylors. But I want to make an appearance, but only if I get the number 11 jersey in a Twin Towers ritual. Oh, I'm not playing. Joey Williams, how are we doing, mate? How you doing? Please tell me you're not related to Venus and Serena, baby. Ooh. John, how you doing? Chloe, there she is. Guys, I'm at my, well, I'm not going to say where I am, but I promised my mother I would get back for her birthday. I got back to London late last night, right before her birthday. Her birthday's today. Happy birthday, Mum, who has the same birthday as Prince Harry, which is just another hilarious sync. My mum turned 65 today. Like coronavirus was declared a global pandemic when Bill Gates was 65, and the word pandemic gets you 65. And Francis became the Pope 313, the 65th prime. So yeah, I'm going out later with my mum and family. Some beautiful pizza and a few beverages. I didn't sleep for 30 hours. Wow, 26 in the live, 6 likes for Francis, the 266th Pope, who will be the last ever Pope. Kobe and LeBron's draft date, 26-6. I didn't sleep for 30 hours traveling, but then I got a solid 9 hours, the number of completion, a solid 9 hours. Then my brother Tom, who's a legend, he only goes and makes me a couple of bacon butties with HP sauce and a cup of tea. So a strong performance from Thomas there. Thomas the Apostle, my brother. Just wild stuff. I don't know how I have this energy. People keep saying, how do you have so much energy? Like, I was with my boy Flinny. Much love to Flinny. He picked me up from the airport, and then he took me for an Andy Murray for a curry, all the trimmings, paid for it, and then dropped me off at home. He came in the house. I offered him to stay the night, but he said, no, I'll just have a cup of tea. And amazing Flinny. And then he takes me for an Indian at a place called Mr. India, which has matching gematria to Revelation. It was called Mr. India. I always check the receipt. It came up to £77.55, 77.55, huge numbers with Elizabeth's death. And guess what the address was of Mr. India? 911 London Road. 911 London Road. She died 911 days after coronavirus was declared a pandemic, guys. I've got the receipt. 9 times 11 is 99, like her husband. Philip died at age 99 on the 99th day of the year. Wild stuff. Did you notice Thomas Tuchel lost his job with Chelsea when I said he would weeks ago? Why? Because number 99 for Zagreb scored the winning goal against them. Olic, whatever his name was. Not that I care, but he was wearing number 99, and my boy Chuck coded that in my community for him to score and Chelsea to lose. You're glowing, Adam, baby. Thank you. Thank you. What a wonderful sleep last night. I've struggled for sleep, haven't I, for 2 years. Got a solid 9 hours. Something about the bed that I sleep in here, it's just simply glorious. Timothy Taylor's fine ale. Yes. Yeah, a quality ale, my friend. Yes, I'm in England, Sidemen. Anyone who wants to meet me, let's do it. I've already met Flinny. Red Pill Monkey's coming over at the weekend. He's going to stay for a few nights with me. I'm going to try to organize a night out, maybe even this weekend in Leeds. I'm going to try and do it as early as this weekend. She goes, yeah, I finally got to England. I didn't tell anybody in any of the lives because I didn't want to curse it with what's happened to me with flight cancellations, not being able to book, just scandalous. So I didn't care. I spent a lot of money on this trip, so much money, but whatever, you know what I mean? Whatever. Thanks to everyone who's like sent me super chats in the past and stuff. It has helped. It all adds up. But I was at a point where I was like, I'm not going to be like, oh no, it's too much money. No. I got on the phone. I was adamant. It's funny how the word adamant has Adam in it. I was adamant, and I am a very adamant person. I was getting here, whatever the cost. 31 in the live, 11 likes. I was born on my dad's 31st birthday, the 11th prime. England won the World Cup 11 years after my dad was born. He was born in 55. They won it in 66. 66 is the 11th triangular number. Mia! Woo-woo! What beer are you going to get? A nice Timothy Taylor's, mate. So happy for you, Adam, and big happy 65th birthday to your mum. Thank you. I'll tell her that you all said happy birthday to her. She's out at the moment. She comes back in a few hours, I think. How are you doing, Mia? You all good? I'll tell her happy birthday, Mia. What time is it there now in Mexico, Mia? It must be early doors. Back in my homeland, it's been 5 years. The last time I was here was in 2017, like 217, Michael Jordan's birthday. Last time I was in England was 2017. So my mum was delighted. See my brother Tom, saw Flinny. As of now, that's the only people I've seen. I've been in contact with a lot of people though now, telling them that I'm here. But like I said, I kept it on the lowdown. I'm in. I don't want to tell you. I'm in Bradford, like a really nice part of Bradford. I don't want to give too much personal information away, especially now I'm like nailing what's going on in the world. I don't want to say exactly where I am, but I'm in England. And if anyone wants to see me, I have faith in you. I'm not going to think, oh my God, maybe they want to kill me. Email me if you want to meet me. I'll try and meet you. Or you can come to me. Like, I don't really want to be cruising around England. So listen, like there was so many personal stuff with me and the Queen on this journey. Not just that 9/11 London Road. Guys, the gate that I flew from Mexico City, gate 69. I took a photo of it, messaged the few people that knew I was coming. Gate 69. Queen Elizabeth equals 69. She was coronated exactly 69 weeks after she became the Queen. Queen Elizabeth, her mother, died at 69. 69 is the yin and yang number. It fits perfectly to form that yin and yang, the 6 and the 9. And then she dies at 96, which is a reflection of it. The same power, the 6 and the 9. Man went to the moon supposedly in 69 on the 201st day of the year, and then she dies 20 weeks and 1 day after her birthday. By the way, Illusion, if you have 2 bullets and we're in a lift with Pope Francis' name and Tom Brady, too difficult, Robbie. I can't answer that. I think what I'd probably do is I'd go Francis then Neymar, because Brady won me so much money when I coded him to win Super Bowl 55 at the beginning of that season, to beat the Chiefs at the beginning. So I'll probably let Brady go. Looking good, mate. Thank you. Got to wear hoodies now. I've got a nice Levi's hoodie here. The only issue with Levi, it's an anagram of evil. Sneaky, aren't they? Sneaky. But it is what it is. Hi, Adam. What did you get from the Indian? Glad to see that you arrived in England. Cheers, Kane. You should see my Harry Kane code with the Queen. That's in my book. The book, I've got to announce it. No, let me answer this question first because I'll go off topic. Kane Clark. All right. We started off with some poppadoms, mint sauce, mango chutney. Classic. Ordered a nice tiger beer. Unbelievable. Perfect beer. Then we had some kebabs. We had some king prawns. We had some of this tandoori chicken. Then I ordered my curry. No offense to people out there, but I did get a chicken korma. You can judge me. I don't care. Chicken korma. Then a giant garlic naan bread. Then another beer. So I was stuffed. And I was eating that like what would have been about 11 a.m. my time in Mexico. But yeah, it was unbelievable. Like the Indian food in England is absolutely incredible, and it will not be the only curry I have while I'm here. Again, big shout out to Flinny for that. Big events coming on 24/9. German minister said the world will forever remember this day where it happened. Yeah, well, 24 times 9 is 216, and 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. Don't worry too much about the 24/9. I'm getting bombarded with messages. Like, is it the end of the world? No, just relax. Whatever's going to play out is all in God's hands. So, something goes on out on 24/9, then we'll deal with it. Like, they say that about 9/11. Everybody remembers where they were on 9/11. So it might just be something that goes on in one particular part of the world, probably in the Middle East. Something's going to happen, in my opinion, on that date, and it's connected to Pope Francis, no doubt. Cheers, Adam Ahmed. Cheers, lad, for the 1-1 with your initials, AA, like Alcohol Anonymous. Yeah, cheers, mate. I will see in the Eden, lads. And this real strong rumours that the Illusion will be making an appearance in that game. Even money to bang a hat trick if you want to get on that. Levi is in Leviticus. Brilliant catch. Didn't even make that connection. You back, bro. God bless. Cheers, Michael Moran. Thank you. The same initials as Meghan Markle and Master Mason. Thank you, Michael Moran. I appreciate it. Alto, how are you doing? Chicken tikka was, yeah, the mint sauce was very special. I had to ask for extra. Yeah, William born 21/6 on summer solstice. Indeed he was. And what's interesting is 21 times 6 is 126. And that's when Kobe died. 126. So it's all coded. And I'm showing people that now. And the book, let me get onto the book now. Yeah, I'd probably knock out Brady. Simple as that. Have you had any HP sauce, Adam? Woo! Straight away. My brother, I mentioned it early, Thomas, the apostle, he came in to say hi to me. And he asked me, he was like, is the Illusion hungry? Like, he's calling me the Illusion now instead of Adam. Is the Illusion hungry? I was like, bro, yeah, I'm definitely peckish. He's like, how does a bacon butty and HP sauce sound and a cup of tea? I was like, wow, are you serious? He brought it up to me whilst I was in bed. And it was phenomenal. He made me two. He made me 2 bacon sandwiches, HP sauce, perfect cup of tea. So, wow, just crazy stuff. So, also the movie London Has Fallen, where it shows assassinations of leaders, and many will be in London on Monday for funeral of Queen. It's about to go down. That's great. So it's called London Has Fallen. Let's see if I can sneak anything in there about the old book. 2018. I'll find out the release date. I'm gonna do that. I can only do about an hour today. I've got too much going on. Oh, I've got to mention that. Wait, let me get that in the book on my 77s. How did I miss that? How did I miss that? The G7 summit. G's the 7th letter of the alphabet. Remember, Boris Johnson resigned on 7/7 on the anniversary of the 7/7 bombings, and he was the 77th prime minister. Let's get that G7 in the 77 section. Wow, there's another one. All right, the book's too big, guys. Or so big, maybe not too big. There's a big difference between two and so. Right, let me just bang that in. The G7 summit took place on, and G is the 7th letter of the alphabet. So that can be seen as 77. Let me just check the date of this G7 summit. Yeah, I just caught that now because somebody told me looking at London Has Fallen. It was the 47th as well. Wow, that's huge. That's huge. Because Charles was born with 47 days left in the year. I've got loads of 47s. The G7 summit was held on the, oh wow, it ended on 6/13, June the 13th, the 112th prime, like the Jesuits operate in 112 nations. Wow. Okay, I've got to look deep into the G7 summit. Guys, I will tell you this. I have, over the last week, probably done 60, 70 hours on my book. It's been my life. I honestly believe, hand on my heart, that this book will be the best book you've ever read in your life. And I'll say it with conviction and not with my ego. I don't care about that. I don't want to be known as an author. I'm no author. Like, when you read this, it's going to be the book that absolutely blows your head off. Like, what, guys, it's not me doing it. I believe I've been guided the stuff that I've got and found, this book, which I've decided, I made this decision that because I was thinking about the tenses that I'm writing in, I'm not going to release the book, guys, until after her funeral. Her funeral's 1909. Like Brady was drafted 199th prime, and Pope Francis born 1217, and 1217 is 199th prime. All the 199s. I ain't releasing this, guys, till the 20th of September. Kind of like 29, the 10th prime. So it's going to come out then the 20th because of the wording of it. Like, I want to be able to say Queen Elizabeth's funeral was 11 days after she died and took place at 11 a.m. and Remembrance Day, when World War I ended, is 11/11, November the 11th. So I'm holding off on it. I know people are desperate to read it. You're going to have to wait till the 20th. All right? You're going to have to wait till the 20th. How much for the book? I haven't decided yet. But it's ridiculous. Look, you know when I get excited because I go, I can't talk. It's ridiculous. And I want to add a few more things to it. 16 alive, 16 likes for your 616, the alternate number of the beast. Jurgen Klopp's birthday, June the 16th. The Smiths released an album or a song about the Queen dying on 616. What was it called again? That song that they released. I can't remember what it was called. I think it was called The Queen is Dead. They released that song on 616, 86, 36 years ago. 666, the 36th try. The Queen is Dead. I've decoded that. I'm not gonna reveal everything within the book because now I don't want to do that. Charles will be the shortest reigning king, yes. Yes. And he's also the oldest monarch ever, like, to be given the role. 73 years before he actually works. Lazy, eh? Gets his first job at age 73. So irritating, that guy. And there's some rituals going on with Charles about pens. He keeps writing and then it's like, oh, this goddamn pen. So let's see what pen is in gematria. There'll be something with pen or fountain pen or something. Fountain of life. Yeah, pen is 35 and 46, just like the word Catholic. Keeps having the Google Charles and pens. Pen is like England lost on pens England lost on pens to Italy in the Euro 2020 final. Of course, it finishes 3-2, and Elizabeth dies in Scotland. And the highest degree of Masonry for Scottish Rite Freemasons, 32 degrees. She died in Aberdeenshire or something, didn't she? Aberdeen, where Fergie made his name. Red Devils coach, Ferguson. The guy got a brain hemorrhage on 5-5. And then his last ever game for the Red Devils was 5-5 against West Brom. Come on, it's all by a code. And you got Ten Hag, 55, the 10th Fibonacci and try. His middle name's 10. And he won his first ever trophy for Ajax on 5-5 and 10 days later won the league. Come on, all coded. It's not because he's a great coach. And Ten Hag, you are going to be blown away by the connections he has with the royal family. It's going to blow your socks off. The throat's hurting me a little bit today. I will admit that. Been doing so much research on September the 19th funeral and September the 24th, 26th, so I could give you a heads up and you could code it. I'll absolutely try and help you, UK Box Talk. Email me what you have. I'll make it better. I'm proud of that. Whatever people send me, I make better, but not that it's a competition, because the truth is no competition. And then you do what you want with the stuff I give you. I've always said this. If I give you these codes, which I've helped so many people with in emails, you don't have to say that they're mine. Present them as your own. I ain't in this to be. Just make sure you tell them that the illusion gave you it. You don't have to. So if I help you with that, say it's yours. London has fallen. People need to watch this movie ASAP, and I believe La Palma about to erupt in a planned event. Well, that's a big call. We'll keep an eye on that. Definitely a financial crash, which I called like 2 years ago. That's going to happen in 2023, 3 years after 2020. That's coming next year, the financial crash. 16 alive, 17 likes, 617, the 113th prime. When coronavirus was declared a pandemic, 113, and the US election was November the 3rd, 113. Welcome to the greatest show on earth. It is. That's why these famous people, they're on the world stage, aren't they? It's called the world stage. Yeah, it is a game. It is a game. Life is a game. And I mention a bit of that in my book, and I connect it with the cards. You from Aberdeen, are you, Alexander? Nice. Scotland's beautiful, isn't it? Scotland's got some beautiful places like Aberdeen and Glasgow and Edinburgh. I might get up to Scotland, Alexander the Great. I may get there. Yeah, and I might get to Ireland to try and see Clow. I really want to meet her. I've got a connection with her. And the best thing about her, she makes me laugh. Very hard to make me laugh. Time is the historical art of human deception. I completely agree. It's an illusion, is time. It's a control tool. I do agree with that. In many ways, time does help you in your life, but in many ways it restricts you and it keeps you in a loop. It's not all bad time. Time can be good for things like I'll meet you at 9 a.m. If there were no time, it makes that a little bit challenging. But in general, I think it's a loop. You sleep 8 hours, you work 8 hours, you've got the loop. The 8 is an endless loop. That's why they do everything in 8s. Often with things like that. That's why Kobe's first number was 8. It's a big number, is that number. You in England, bro? Yeah, I am, Daniel. Thank you. Where do you live, Daniel? Maybe I could, yeah. Anyone who's in England and you want to meet me, drop me a email. I'll send you my number. Just know I don't have access to a car here and I'm not going to be driving around to meet you. Not being disrespectful. But if you want to come meet me, or maybe if you meet me halfway. Wow, Fergie, who brought out the song London Bridge, talking about London Bridge. And then Operation London Bridge is all about Elizabeth's death. Fergie from the Black Eyed Peas is connected to the Queen. Yes, that's why her #1 album was called The Duchess, like the Duchess of York or Sussex and all of that. I've quoted the most ridiculous things. She brought out a song called London Bridge. She was in the Black Eyed Peas, and there's all these celebrities that get black eyes. It's called the Black Eyed Club. It's ritual. Black Eyed Peas. Like, why would you call your band Black Eyed Peas? Why? Which town are you in? Bradford City, who I used to play for. Bradford City, Bradford City FC. Can't believe I used to chant that. They're by far the greatest team the world has ever seen. How can you even sing that when I was singing that when they were in like League One? It makes no sense. But whatever. Again, I don't watch these sports. Like, I won't be going to what I've been offered to go watch Bradford City on Saturday. I'd rather punch myself in both my eyes than go watch Bradford City on a Saturday. To be honest, no offense to anyone who does it. Do what you want. I arrived in London, guys, the day that the Queen left Westminster at 2:22, the number I always talk about. Big shout out to Joseph Aquaviva 2222, his channel. He always goes on about 222. Her coffin left Westminster at 2:22. Like, why? Why not 2 o'clock? I've told you stuff like in football, they have games at 8:15. And the Society of Jesus were recognized by the Catholic Church on 8:15. They have games at 4:30 so often on Sunday, 4:30. That's when the Church of Satan was founded, April the 30th, 4:30. So Hitler died on 4:30. I make all these connections, the timing of these games. So often the games were at 3 p.m. because the Freemasons founded the Football Association. And then they decide to cancel all the football games but allow the rugby games to go on and cricket. It made no sense because it was ritual. Freemasons, like this Freemasons in the Premier League. Mason Holgate, Mason Greenwood, Mason Mount. Go on my Twitter or my website and watch my Mason Mount video from January the 30th, 1:30, which is also the date that the King of Spain was born, 1:30. So check out my Mason Greenwood. Everything I said about Greenwood is playing out. The guy who made his debut against Paris, yes, where Diana died, where the Jesuits were founded. It was a 3-1 win to United. 31, the 11th prime. What's Greenwood's number? Now, it's number 11. Watch my Greenwood video on the website or go to my Twitter if you can't afford to pay $10. Greenwood is on his way back. All by the numbers. He's going to be back. And I told you that he's going to go to the World Cup. When Greenwood comes back for United, obviously they'll slowly bring him in and then they'll bring him off the bench. You'll get a mixed reception and people will forget about it and watch him bang for fun. He's going to, if Greenwood, when he returns, a few weeks after, if you're doing that Fantasy Premier League, get him in your team. He's going to bang like silly to get the call up for England because he's gone to the World Cup with all the numbers. Watch the Greenwood. Mason Greenwood. Green. Okay, the fourth horse in Revelation is the pale horse, which is green. That's why you saw Elizabeth wearing green so often right before she died, taking photos with horses, wasn't she? She managed to make that event with the horses, but she couldn't make an event a few days prior to that, but she was there for the horses. It's the four horsemen of Revelation. Please study it. And when you read my book, and you will all read it, and I think tens of thousands of people will read this. I think this book, if you read it, you're going to want to show every single person you know. If you were waiting for, I'm getting chills now because this was my biggest goal since learning this knowledge. I'm getting chills. You can't tell because I'm wearing the hoodie. My biggest goal when I realized how good I was at this was to bring out a book so incredibly undeniable that anyone who reads it is going to be blown away. That was my goal about a year and a half ago. That's what I wanted. Or maybe just do a code that was so, but I've done so many of them at this point, a book. And what better book than me predicting the Queen dying 2 years ago at 96? 2 years ago, I said she was going at 96. And she's gone. And yes, I said she'd probably go on 520. But guess what? Her funeral's 520 days after Prince Philip's. So I knew how big that 520 was. 52 times 10 is 520. She became the Queen in 52. Her dad became the king 10 years after she was born. Her funeral was supposed to be 10 days after she died, but now they've changed it to 11. So you'll see. The book that I originally had about Elizabeth to die at 96, on 520, 75% was just about her going at 96. So the 52s that I found were great. George Orwell said they distract us with football, beer, gambling, and all things. That's so true. Orwell was so wise, but again, Orwell's connected to our family. Hence the fact his first name's George, like Elizabeth's father and William's son. Orwell's book, 1984, was published in 1949, 73 years ago. And 4973 is the 666 prime. The 1984, I told you, Revelation 13:18 is all about 666. And 1318 plus 666 is 1984, like his book, 1984. Wait for my book. That's just as good as I've read Orwell's 84. I've read Animal Farm. I love them. I do believe that Orwell was somewhat of a prophet, but also a Mason. Getting interviewed by the BBC, the British bullshitting channel. Anyone who's on that, for me, like at a high level. So Orwell, his books, whether he wrote them or not, maybe it was just the face of them. It's all playing out now. The 1984 book is playing out. That was released in 49. And obviously Philip died on 49. And he was married to the Queen for 73 years for another 4973, 666 prime. And Kobe died 497 months and 3 days old, 4973, 666 prime. And his highest scoring game was in his 666 game. And he had a 666 workout plan. So, again, just what Greenwood to make England win World Cup. Well, think about Greenwood. Look at his last name. His last name's Greenwood. Ron Greenwood coached England in the 1982 World Cup where they went undefeated, but still got knocked out with the silly rule. All right. That was 1982. Ron Greenwood was the head coach. Mason Greenwood now. All right. Elizabeth was born 421. 421's the 82nd prime. All right. If you go look at the Premier League table from last season, you'll see that Liverpool had 8 draws in the league and 2 losses, the 82. All last season, they were connected to the Queen. That's why I got pretty much every single game all season right with Liverpool, bar maybe 2, with what was going to happen. I told you they beat Villarreal 5-2 in the semi-final in aggregate because of an Elizabeth ritual, with it being the Queen in 52. What was it? It finished 5-2. I said they would win the second leg 3-2. They went 2-0 down at halftime. What was the score? 3-2. All about the Queen. That's why you had basically the kings of Europe in the final, Real Madrid and Liverpool. The kings of Europe. Real Madrid are the kings of Europe. They've won the European Cup more than any other team 14 times. So, of course, the kings of Europe, who were owned by a king, win the Champions League, and they do it in Paris, where Diana died, who was the wife of Charles, who's now the king. They call Rafa Nadal the king of clay. And he won the French Open like I said he would, again. And he was a Real Madrid fan, and he was at the final in France between Madrid and Liverpool. The connections are undeniable. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for allowing me to see. I once was blind, but now I see. I always talk about that and how big that is to me. And it means a lot that I've been given this gift, because it is a gift. All right. I ain't necessarily saying I am gifted. I just believe I've been given a gift. This is where I've changed, because I was an arrogant son of a gun, egomaniac for many, many years of my life, but always a good guy, but an egomaniac. That's going now. All right. England, Argentina final, strong possibility, which again, if you've been watching my work, I said that a year and a half ago. I think it'll be England, Argentina. Mason Greenwood could just be getting used by the code. He could be. All I said is, if he actually did, look at that 73 in the live, 21 likes, 73, the 21st prime, which is in my book. I said with Mason Greenwood, if he actually raped a woman, it wouldn't be in the media. They hide the real things. All right. I said it was a Masonic ritual, just like Rooney having sex with a grandma, just like Giggs having sex with his brother's wife, Terry having sex with Wayne Bridges' wife when they were at Chelsea. And like, I've told you all of this. They do these Masonic rituals and they get rewarded. So Greenwood's going to come back and he's going to be unbelievable. Watch my video, guys. Do you want me to put the link in the description for you? Federer just retired. The king of Wimbledon. Wow. Then I've got to do this. I know he was born. He retired, of course, at age 41. That's going in there. 20 Grand Slams. That's going in there in my code. Born 88. 81. Which was 41 years ago. And it's when the Champions League final, the European final, was also Liverpool-Madrid, 1981. It was 1-0. And then 41 years later, it's 1-0 again. The same two teams, and both the finals were in Paris. And now Ancelotti's 4-1 in European Cup finals. Can you believe it? Again, whether these people know it or not, I'm not here to prove that. I'm not here to tell you that, because we could debate that all day, whether they know it or not. Are they involved? Do they know they're doing it? I don't think I'll ever know that. I'll just show you that the world's coded. I think God's doing it. Again, that's up for debate, but I will be able to undeniably show you the syncs that will show you that our whole reality, including ours, not just in entertainment, which I thought it was, our whole reality is coded. And it's God. And numbers are sacred, and that is how he communicates with us. The better you get at this, the closer you get to God. That's the biggest thing I say. If you want to go on my website and get better at this, not to win your money, which you will win. Did you not see what I did yesterday? The type of stuff like this that I do pretty much every day with the PSG game. It was a 2-2-2 riddle. All right, and I caught it in the airport. PSG versus Maccabi Haifa. I like PSG to win, and it looks like Neymar and Messi will score. These connects are insane. Neymar and Messi both scored. Obviously, Neymar scored after 88 minutes. Now we just have Federer, who was born on 8-8, retire. Neymar signed for PSG for 222 million euros. All a lie. They don't sign for that money. It's all by a code. I've taught you this now. His upcoming birthday was a span of 222 days after this game. Neymar has a documentary called Neymar, the Perfect Chaos, released in 2022, 222. Order out of chaos is 222. That's the Freemason motto. The game was a span of 2 months and 22 days after Messi's 2022 birthday. He was born on the anniversary of Freemasonry being founded, which is June the 24th. Messi signed with PSG on the 222nd day of the year. What happens? PSG win 3-1. Messi scores. Neymar scores. And I did this before the game. A lot of people bet on it, and that's fine if you're still betting. All right? Your free will, do what you want with it. If you get on my website, I'm going to show you that our whole world's coded. And if you start studying the book of Revelation, which people are buying that book now because of me, and they said it's changing their lives, I recommend it. The book of Revelation is about the return of Jesus Christ. The book of Revelation is the 66th book in the Bible. When did England win the World Cup? 66. All right. And they've got an insane chance to win it again. I said if she dies, I said she'll die before the World Cup, is what I said, at 96. She'll die before the World Cup at the age of 96. She's gone. She's gone. All right. Thanks for all you do, Adam. You are a legend. So happy for you that you made it to England. Thank you, Rain and Pain. Who knows? I may end up staying here if something goes off on the 24th of September, the 24-9. But again, I can't lose. If something major happens, I'm here with my family. If I manage to get home to Mexico, a beautiful place, beautiful part of the world, I'm delighted. So it's kind of win-win. And I do believe at this point I'm meant to be here at this date. Guys, I arrived in England on 14-9. 149. All right. Obama, he was born on a day leaving 149 days left in the year. JFK was born on the 149th day of the year. 149 is huge. It's huge. It's the 35th prime. Satan gets you 35. JFK was the 35th president of the US. Christmas Day is on 12/25, and 1,225 is 35 times 35. All right. It's wild. Like I came on 14-9. Skull and Bones is 149 in gematria. So all the stuff, the adversity that I went through, whoever's been testing me the last 2 weeks, they don't know who I am. They don't know my willpower, my Mason Wool John Greenwood power. That's his full name. My willpower is so strong. And if somebody wants to test me, then test me. I was going to get here before my mum's birthday, and I arrived the day before. Not by design to surprise her the day before and be a great son. Just the way it was. Just the way it was. Literally arrive on the day that Elizabeth's coffin gets moved from Westminster. That's the day I arrive. My original flight got cancelled the day she died. Come on. Divine intervention. Did I forget to mention divine intervention? The lyrics that I speak are from a different dimension. That's from a song that I'm working on with my mate Jay Sol. I wrote those lyrics. Yesterday for City against Dortmund, John Stones, number 5, made it 1-1 for his 5th UCL goal. 11's the 5th prime, by the way, if you want to add that to your code. His first time in 5 years. It's also his 15th goal of his career, 5. 15's the 5th triangular number. Alto, bang them in as well. I said in a live a while ago, well, not a few weeks ago, whenever that Champions League draw was announced, I told you all in a live, Haaland was playing Dortmund and he'll end up scoring the winning goal. I'll try and find the live. I said Haaland has got Man City because the whole draw was fixed. You had Lewandowski playing against Bayern and now he's at Barca. You had Giroud who's coming back to Chelsea or whatever it is. Then you had the Haaland one, all coded because it's fixtures. They fix it all. It's all completely rigged in regards to that. And I told everyone in a live, Haaland will play Dortmund and he'll hit the winning goal. What did he do yesterday? Played Dortmund, he hit the winning goal. He did it after 84 minutes. Elizabeth was born on 4/21. 4 times 21 is 84. All right? Her mother was born on 8/4. Meghan Markle was born on 8/4. Prince Harry was born in 1984. The stuff I know now, I know more about the royal family than my own family. All right? Adam, your energy is crazy. I don't know, Gabriel, how. I didn't sleep 30 hours. The energy comes from knowledge. I get such a thrill out of learning. And most people only learn because they have to. They learn for an exam. They learn because they need to get something done. I learn for the passion of it. I don't have to do the research that I do. You might say, well, it's because you have a website. Nah, it ain't why I do it. I do it for the thrill, for the love of the knowledge, because knowledge is power, which gets you 201 in gematria. But again, Gabriel, you are an angel to me, what you've done for me with the website. And you always said it wasn't me, Adam, it was God. So being around people like Gabriel who are helping me with stuff like that, that's why I'm saying I didn't write this book. If you come like, can I have your autograph illusion now? I didn't write the book. I've just been used, almost like John the Baptist was used, who, by the way, baptized Jesus, 26 AD. The big God number 26. God's 26. Elizabeth's mother died at age 101, the 26th prime. Queen gets you 26. She was born in 26 and became the queen on February the 6th, 26. And remember, my Patreon got removed on 26, 2 months and 6 days after my birthday. That was God. Because if it wasn't for that happening, I would never have met Gabriel. I wouldn't have a website. So we can say Satan did it, and it's because I was revealing so much, and Satan did it. I ain't giving all this credit to Satan anymore. I ain't giving all this credit to Freemasons and Jesuits like everyone in the community seems to do. I'm giving it to God. I think coronavirus was God. Corona means crown. All right? The sun is connected to corona with the rays, the Son of God, Jesus. So I ain't giving all the credit to Satan anymore. That it's him and he's targeting me. No, God's testing me. He wants me to get stronger every day. All right. And again, if Satan actually, whether he's a physical person, you can see him. If he came up to me right now, I'd tell him to piss off. Because I am wearing God's armor. I am. And the knowledge I have at the moment, was I a smart kid before all of this? Yeah. Smart ass, cocky, whatever. I was smart. But the stuff that I'm just saying with no script, no notes, nothing, not looking at like anything. Like people say, oh, you're controlled opposition and everything that you say, somebody's telling you what to say. Really? Where's my earpiece? How do I respond to every single comment? Speak so quickly. Freestyle stuff. How am I doing what somebody's telling me to say? It's absolute nonsense. So Gabriel, you're a legend, mate. I thought Chelsea would do well against an English manager with the Queen dying. No, the Potter, who they said Potter's magic didn't prevail for Chelsea, that 1-1 was all a Queen ritual, whose funeral's 11 days after she died at 11 a.m. The Chelsea game was 1-1. These games that so often don't make sense is because it's by a code. Didn't Liverpool win 2-1, 89th minute winner? She died on 8-9. Matip, number 32, like the penalty shootout was 3-2 Italy and England. 32 is a huge number, as I have 32 likes. That's why Tom Brady retired on the 32nd day of the year, and there's 32 teams in the NFL. Going to be 32 teams playing in the World Cup. 8 times 4 is 32. Told you all the 84s, like Haaland just got that 84th minute winner. When you just connect the dots, again, I have all this knowledge, which I could hide from you like the occultists do. They hide it so they can do this. All right? When I learn something, one of the first things I want to do is tell the world. All right? Not hide it from them. So I'm here and they're looking up to me like some sort of king. No, I tell you. And I get joy out of telling you. And then you do what you want with that. Illusion about to finally get his English breakfast. Johnny G, I had 2 bacon sandwiches, HP sauce, cup of tea, made for by my brother, brought to my bed. Breakfast in bed this morning. Breakfast in bed. And I'm so excited to see all my family later and have a few Timothy Taylors and pizza at a place where I used to work. Used to work in a bar when I was a student. That's where I'm going. Are you going to do more lives now that you're in the UK, brother? I bet I'm a freestyler. My whole life's been about being a freestyler. I'm spontaneous. I don't know. If I have time, I'll do them. If I don't know. My priority is my family. Right now, everybody's busy doing things. So I go live. And like I'm getting all the really nice comments and stuff like this. And it's non-stop now. And I ain't going to complain. But like, when's your next live? I've missed you so much. Please go live. My week's not the same without hearing you. I'm like, wow, this is intense and insane. And so when I get those comments, it makes me feel like I have a responsibility. But again, I can't just dedicate my life to staring at a screen talking, especially now I'm technically on vacation. I know in England you hate the word vacation. I'm on holiday. Do a vlog while you're over here. Show us the origins of the illusion. Well, somebody wants to do a documentary about me and somebody wants to interview me. Like a full-blown serious interview. But I've said I'm only going to do that interview if they read my book so they know who I am. The guy who wants to interview me doesn't know me. So I said, you're going to have to read my book to understand who I am. Because otherwise, you're just going to hear a guy just talking all these numbers. You're not going to get it. Read the book. Ask me questions about the book. Then I'll do your interview. And then somebody wants to do a documentary about my life. Because my life prior to the illusion was worth a documentary. People used to say it. And now I've lived in England, lived in the US, lived in Mexico, like went through a Category 4 hurricane, played at Bradford City, played for Hollywood with Vinnie Jones. Like, and then you just add up all the stuff of now that I'm the illusion character and what I went through and what I sacrificed, my house, my beautiful wife, all of that. So I've got a story to tell. I've got a real good story to tell. Getting released from Bradford for no reason. I get my last game against Scunthorpe, where I scored 2 goals and I get released. And Scunthorpe last season went down 26 points. They lost 7-0 in the last game. Like Elizabeth was the queen for 70 years. It's like my syncs with these celebrities at this point, the Queen with Kobe. I am synced with them. And people always cuss you the GOAT of coding, like as a joke. It's like, I'm so synced with them. My code's with them. Illusion about to go to a Man United match. No, you couldn't pay me to go. You couldn't pay me to go to a Man United match. I'll never go to a professional sports game ever again. Ever. By the way, I will admit this. When I was on the plane, 'cause it's like an 11-hour flight for another 11. And I left from gate 69. I've told you that. Crazy. Because she was coronated exactly 69 weeks after becoming the Queen. Queen Elizabeth, 69. So 11 hours. I checked to see what movies they had on. I don't own a TV. I don't watch movies. I don't watch TV. I don't own one. And King Richard was on. Will Smith's movie about the Williams brothers. And I said all about that. I said, I bet in the movie they make Venus and Serena look like perfect little girls. And they did. And they made them pretty. And if you actually go back and watch them on Trans World Sports, yes, trans, blatant blokes pretending to be little girls. But in the movie, they've made them all pretty and intelligent and well-spoken and confident. I'm pretty sure people from Compton don't speak. I've been to Compton. I've played football there. So I knew they'd do the movie to make the whole family look like an incredible family. But the fact that it's King Richard, and that was all connected to Leicester City winning the Premier League because King Richard was buried there. And that's why you had Jamie Richard Vardy have the season of his life. The guy born 111, 111, like Elizabeth was born the 111th day of the year. And in the movie, he's driving around in this van. And on the front, it's called Prince Hawthorne. And Prince William is connected to Will Smith, who was the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and then became King Richard. Like Prince Charles became King Charles. So the Fresh Prince is connected to the royal family. It's all gone on. Everything within our life that we've just thought was separate is all connected, and the book will show you that. The level of the book will show you the connections where it's not like, well, maybe that's a coincidence, which don't exist in this world. There are no coincidences in the whole world. They don't exist. It's a made-up thing, a made-up word. There are no coincidences. Everything is meant to be. There's no coincidences. 6079 Smith, I tried to respond to your message. It wouldn't allow me with the issues I'm having in England with cell phone service. So the message you sent, I messaged instantly. It wouldn't respond, and I'll show you. It's got a red exclamation mark next to it. So much love to you, mate. I know you're missing my lives. 3 6s and 9s are the same. They say on Jordan's first finals game against Black Magic, the Lord of the Rings, Phil was 16693 days old, Phil born 6363 days before the GOAT. That's unbelievable with a 6-3. Because Queen Elizabeth just died 6 months and 30 days after the anniversary of her sister. Sister was called Margaret. And 1 second. 1 second. I want to check something. It's just come to my head now. I think I've nailed this. It's got... Yeah, I've nailed it. Yes! It's going in the book. Woo woo! Woo woo! Hey, you've just helped me 6079. I was thinking about this the other day, and I think I thought about it on the plane. Yeah, Federer just retired. I'll have to look into it if I have time. Joseph, I gave you a massive shout out at the beginning. I watched your live about the 222. And yeah, they moved her coffin from Westminster at 222. I thought about you as soon as I made that connection in 2022. Michael Jordan, the GOAT. The GOAT's connected to the Baphomet. And Michael Jordan, I've got a 666 for him. Michael Jordan went to 6 NBA finals. He won 6 rings and 6 finals MVPs. 666. That's got to go in the book. Can I have a minute to type that down? Coffin is empty, just filled with a dummy. I agree. Just like the George Floyd one was. Coffin was 6 foot and George Floyd was 6'5". As I always say, what did they do? Chop his legs off? Chop his legs off? All right, so what did I say? Michael Jordan went to 6 NBA finals, won 6 of them, and was awarded finals MVP 6 times. And he, again, is the GOAT. And he played for the Bulls. The Bull is a beast. That's why the Champions League final is going to be in Istanbul. All right. Turkey, which has the word key in it. I think faith is key at this point. So, yeah, there's another 666. Yeah, I went for a curry yesterday, Coca-Cola. I've mentioned it. All the trimmings. My mate Flinny bought it for me. The amount of people offering to take me out for dinner for free is wild. I want to meet you and take you out for dinner. I'm like, no, let me take you. No, I'm paying. Okay. All right. Let's do it. England equals 33. Queen dead 3 months, 3 days after a platinum jubilee ended. Yep. Masonry equals 33. The highest degree of Freemasonry is 33 degree. Royal family gets you 137, the 33rd prime. Coronavirus declared a pandemic on 3/11. 3 times 11 is 33. Corona means crown. I got loads of 33s with Elizabeth, and I've got that one as well with a platinum jubilee, which ended, didn't it, on 5/6, like royal family's 56. Coronavirus is 56. COVID vaccines 56. Pope's 56. So yeah, guys, I always say it pretty much every live. Please sign up to Joseph Aquaviva 2222's YouTube and Lobo. And if there's anyone else that wants a shout out, just tell me. The crown equals 33. I don't have that. But what cipher? I don't use every cipher like everyone else. I have a certain way of doing things. Is the crown 33? I'm saying 43. The crown's 106, which is when Philip was born. And I know crown is 62 and 26. Like she was coronated 6'2" and became the queen on 2'6". So, yeah, I don't know if I need to add any more stuff with the gematria with what I already have. Shout out to the cheap crowns. Yeah, I wonder how many people are buying 3 for 2 merchandise for the Queen. 3 for 2 for your 32. And guys, I ain't shocked she died in Scotland with the Scottish Rite Freemasonry. So, again, so Roger Federer, people have called him the GOAT. I don't know. It's probably Djokovic. But he's retired. Why is all this stuff happening? And you know, Roger Federer's sister, I remember this, his sister's called Diana. Roger Federer's sister's called Diana, like Princess Diana. So I'm almost certain that his death will be connected to her because Diana was born on July the 1st, 7-1. 71's the 20th prime, and he ended with 20 Grand Slams, didn't he? So I'm pretty sure Federer's Federer's retirement is all connected to Princess Diana. I could probably code that in 10 minutes. All right. Stan, Satan, Bull, yes, Stan. Eminem's famous song, Stan from South Park. Stanley Matthews, if you've ever heard of him. Guys, I'm going to tell you something here that's going to blow your head off. But I'm going to have to go soon. I've noticed you can make nicknames out of the news. Novak, yeah, Novak's, who announced he wouldn't be playing at the US Open 3 months and 3 days after his birthday. New York gets you 33. And then Serena gets knocked out 3 weeks and 3 days before her birthday. And then Nadal gets knocked out 3 months and 3 days after his birthday. Guys, the guy who won it, Carlos Alcaraz. Carlos means Charles. He was crowned US Open champion. He became the youngest ever US Open champion, men's. It was on 9/11, like how she died 911 days after coronavirus was declared. It's all synced up. That's why you had Cardiff just beat Middlesbrough 3-2. Cardiff's in Wales. The 3 goals were scored inside 69 minutes. Like, she was coronated 69 weeks after she became the queen. That whole game, and it finished 3-2 for another 32. It's all connected. Like, unbelievably connected. And I've been saying it for so long, but now it's everything I've been saying is happening. Everything I've been saying has happened now. If you go back, watch my videos from months ago, I said this is going to happen. I'd said in the video, Mason Greenwood is going to get released. Nothing's going to happen to him. It was all a ritual by the numbers, and he'll come back and he'll stay in. No, he's gone. United won't give him another chance with what he's done. Yeah, he will. He's playing for the Red Devils. They're probably going to embrace what he's done. Again, when you wear that Man United shirt and you've got the Red Devil logo there, you've got the devil on your heart. That's why I gave all my shirts away. It's tempted to burn them. But I gave them away because there was homeless people that needed clothes. But you're wearing the devil on your heart. Mason Mount, Mason Greenwood, Mason Holgate, yeah, all came through Masonic academies. Everton, United, and Chelsea. They had videos of Mason Mount when he was like 9, hanging out with the first team. It's like they know. It's almost like our scripts have already been written. It's they know. That's why all the celebrities say I was born to do this. Mason Mount's like pinging him free kicks, and then there's a video of him, and then he did the exact same free kick for Chelsea first team. The exact same one. And he did the same celebration. We're living in some sort of scripted reality. And I think it's connected to scripture in the Bible, not the Masons in the Vatican sitting down saying who's going to win today between Juventus and Parma and who's going to score. Come on. They might be aware of the code, so am I at this point. Can they infiltrate it? Very possibly, or maybe they can't. Maybe they can do things within the game, but the outcome will never change. So for anyone out there who's still decoding, and when you lose and you blame it on the Masons, no. For me, the code doesn't change. If a team was going to lose 4-2, there's no way of stopping it. All right? But they were 2-0 up at half-time, definitely. The bookies changed it all. No, they were going to lose 4-2, whatever. So take your ego out of it. All right? You got it wrong. You got it wrong. Don't flip scripts. Whatever they tell you that the script's being flipped and all of that, that's just playing with you, in my opinion. It's not just mocking us. So, yeah. Oh, are you ready for this? I've not shared this with anyone. I've got so many things I could present today. So many things that I could present today. The fact that as I was arriving in London, Aero Mexico turned everybody's TV on to witness the Queen's funeral or whatever it was, or where they were moving a coffin. They turned it on 2:51. I took a screenshot. They turned it on 2:51 p.m. And she died the 251st day of the year. 25 plus 1's 26. Like Queen's 26. Okay. Born in 26. Became the Queen on 2/6. The day her dad died, King George. So it turned on at 2:51 as I arrived in London. And it even said, Heathrow are cancelling flights into London out of respect for Elizabeth. They don't want any noise distracting the mourners. Really? Why do you care about her? She did nothing. All the people out on the streets watching these Masons just prance around doing a silly walk. It's cringeworthy. Probably no one even in the coffin as well. Walking like Nazis on the street and they won't get clapped, will they? Everyone crying and taking photographs, wanting to be part of this incredible moment in history. What is it? An old woman died. 96, who did nothing. Nothing but eat grapes and give bullshit speeches. Of course, on a day leaving 6 days left in the year. Christmas Day. That's not when Jesus was born. Absolute nonsense. Lies. Anyone see Dortmund keeper letting Stones go? I've not seen the highlights. I saw Matip's goal, number 32, though. The amount of goals that just... Corners come in, the keeper stays on his line when all he has to come out is punch it or catch it. They often stay on the line like they're not allowed to move, like there's a force field. And then header that just goes over the line for drama. And it's that 32 Matip, who's a horseshit footballer. horse shit. But if you give that number 32 on his back, can do anything. Magic Johnson, that's why he got number 32 at the Lakers. Then they won the NBA 32 years later after he signed with them. So no, I haven't seen the goal. Love your work, Adam. Please give me a plug if you can. I have to get back to work. I can't listen to YouTube without leaving my screen on anymore. I'll try to catch you up with this later. 6079 Smith has a YouTube page. He does phenomenal codes. He's absolutely gifted at this. Check out his work. He don't have much of a following. He deserves one. And he's a great guy. So there you go, mate. Stones as well scored, like the Georgia Guidestones that came down 42 years after they were erected, and England won the World Cup in 4-2. And the recent World Cup final was 4-2. That's why John Stone scored. The Stone's connected to Freemasonry. Masons are obviously connected to stone. You got Stonehenge. So it all syncs up. Get the Stone Masons. That's why John Stone scored, guys. All right, who played at Barnsley. And I got offered to play for their academy when I was younger, but I didn't go because they wanted me to move there. Barnsley offered me a contract, but I didn't take it. So I went to Bradford City instead. So yeah, John Stones. That's why he scored in a Freemason ritual. The commentators on script said, "What a strike." They'll do that. Like, guys, somebody scores from 5 yards and they say, "What a finish." It's like, he's got no one defending him. He's 5 yards out. They do it with these foxes in the boxes that they call them. All right? Like your Chicharito. What a finish from Hernandez. It's like he's got an open header from 3 yards. It wasn't a great finish. What a wonderful strike. It wasn't. It was a bang average strike at best. I've told you they do this. They use superlatives. It's magic what they do. They can use certain words that convince you to feel a certain way. I've figured that out, and I've pretty much mastered the English language, being an English teacher. I know what they do. I know what they do with words. They're powerful. They're like swords. That's why the word words, if you put the S at the front, it makes the word sword. They say words cut like a knife. They're magic. Spelling tests, spells. Trust me, guys. I've got it all down. No, I haven't got it all down, but I'm on the ball. Commie ball. Yeah, basketball, football, baseball. It's all Baal. It's all Baal worshipping. Energy harvesting. That's why all the stadiums look like an all-seeing eye when you look from the bird's eye view. You got literal Baal that LeBron has the tattoo on his chest of Baal, which is the secret society for famous black celebrities. Kobe was in it. Martin Luther King was in it. Will Smith's in it. Denzel's in it. Washington, capital of the US. Mom, is that you?
Nice, mate.
How you doing, Martin? Right, I'm probably going to get off a few minutes, but I'm going to leave you with this that I'm going to post on my website, guys. Because I don't want to keep talking like family about now. They're more important than me going live. But this has been a good one, and it's short enough where I've made an impact. Check this out. All right. Do you want real mockery? Before I go, so, yeah, I made it to England, brother. I'm delighted. I'm with my family. I couldn't be happier. All right, I've definitely got a blocked nose. I'm a bit run down, but I'll push through like I always do. Baal equals Lord equals Adon. Yeah, that's why you call a god an Adonis. Thank you for that. So listen to this before I go. Oh wait, Benji, come here. Benji, hey, Benji. I want you to see the dog. Let me go get Benji, black and white dog for Freemasonry. Wait a second. Let me get the dog. Yeah, I didn't sleep for 30 hours, mate. The time difference is 7 hours. Let me go get the dog. Benji! Come here. Let's see if I can pick him up. He's massive. Benji, come here. How you doing? Did it go well?
Yeah, good.
Looking very smart. Are you done for the day now? Or you got to do anything else?
Till Saturday morning.
And a few beers later and pizza?
Yeah. I'm there till Saturday morning. I blocked tomorrow completely.
Ah, so
yeah.
City have a game on Saturday, yeah? Who they got?
Stevenage
Borough.
Oh.
Where are they?
They were in in the bookies list, they'd have been second bottom, and they're second to the top.
We might do a Leicester.
And Steve Evans is their manager.
Oh yeah, the one at Crawley.
Crawley and
yeah, is
Rotherham is around.
Yeah, it's just a dirty, nasty piece of work. Yeah,
horrible man.
Horrible man.
And every time City have got rid of the manager, which has been fairly frequent.
I don't even know. Is it still Hughes?
Yeah, Hughes. It's,
the Welshman.
Yeah. But every time we've got rid of somebody, his name's always cropped up. No, anybody but him. The fans pretty much wouldn't know if it was him. He plays Route 1 and he's just nasty.
Dog dirt football, Wimbledon style.
Kicking people. Yeah, he's just nasty, horrible man.
He is. It's short ass, isn't he?
It's big fat.
Stumpy, yeah, like.
Big fat sweaty.
Yeah, just semi-pro Sunday league coach, isn't he? Not even semi-pro. Semi-pro's probably
but
better
the
level.
problem is, he succeeds to a certain degree with it.
Well, otherwise he won't be there, would he? He won't keep you in a job. But yeah, I'm trying to get Benji. I'm doing this live stream. I'm trying to get Benji. Do you think I could pick him up, or it's too heavy?
He wouldn't let you.
No? I'll maybe flip my camera. It's beautiful dog. Benji, come here. Come here. Come here. Benji, come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on, mate. Let's go.
Benji, come. Benji, let's see Adam. Yeah.
Benji. There you go. Come here. His tail's wagging. Does he get like combed and stuff? Like perfect condition? Oh no, he's not.
Not very much.
No, he's not. All right. Well, I'm glad that you can chill out for a few days. You deserve it.
Yeah. I've just got one thing.
All right, perfect. Well, see you.
Sunday's really busy.
It is. Well, enjoy the time off then. Oh, my mum's back. Hello, Mum. No, not that I'm aware of. Tom left. I'm going to sneeze with that dog hair. Wait. Two. No, there's been two Elizabeths as queen. Two sneezes there. Anyway. Mum, come here. If you can. Mum, do you know your birthday's on Prince Harry's birthday?
Yeah.
Like, come here. I'm doing a live stream that everyone wants to say happy birthday. Just a quick one. Guys, my mum is the nicest woman you'll ever meet. I promise you. This is my mum. This is my mum. So she's 65 today, yeah?
Yeah.
Unbelievable athlete. Like, you run marathons, half marathons, win every trophy going, don't you? 10Ks. She's in unbelievable shape, like phenomenal shape. Yeah. Are you doing the Bradford run when? Saturday?
Sunday.
I'm going to watch my mum do the Bradford run on Sunday and be there, the finishing line. We're going to go on a bike ride tomorrow, I think. No, is it tomorrow or Saturday? What day is it today?
We'll go Saturday or Monday.
Yeah, I'm going to go on a bike ride, probably at Skipton, 26 miles, isn't it? Wait, it's 13 miles there and back, 26 miles. So that'll be great. So here's the dog. There's the dog. Benji. There you go. Beautiful dog. So everyone's saying, oh, your mum's cute. God bless your lovely family. She looks 40. Wait till you see her body. Like, not her whole body, not a naked body, but her body, her shape is unbelievable for her age.
And 6 children.
Yeah, so many children.
Didn't know what
for another 6. And my sister was born on the 20th, 6 days. Her birthday 6 days after me, innit? When I born on my dad's birthday.
Yeah.
It's born on my dad's birthday. What's the story with the bread?
I were in labour with him, but he said, I've got no bread, so I'll have to go to the shop and get some bread first before I take you to hospital. He
went to go get some bread as my mum was giving birth to me, and bread's connected to Jesus, isn't it? The bread and the red wine. The Father and the Son.
I sucked the red wine.
Yeah, my mum sucked the red wine. My dad ate the bread.
Right, I have to go because I've got people coming round.
Yeah, well, they're all saying happy birthday.
Now. Right, thank you, guys.
Cheers, guys. Thank you, Mum. Thank you. So, what did she make you a sandwich? What sandwich was it?
Corned beef, mustard.
Corned beef.
Yeah.
Wow.
And tomatoes and cucumber and dark.
I hadn't had corned beef in ages.
Oh, right.
Can you make corned beef hash?
Yeah, mine don't even like them.
I think it's a brilliant dish.
Right, you want to do it before you go?
Oh, legend. Just organised. My mum's going to make me some corned beef hash, guys. I do look like my mum. I look like my dad as well. I look like both of them. But my mum's got the kindest heart. Like, she's unbelievable. She's so sweet, my mum. I always rave on about it. My dad's like incredible. I'm blessed with my family. I've been blessed with an incredible family. Guys, there's Adam, the first man on earth, Adam and Eve. My brother Thomas the Apostle, George, like King George, Prince George, Georgia Guidestones, George Bush, all that stuff. Got my sister called Dawn, like Dawn of the Dead. It's John, my closest brother, John the Baptist, John the Apostle. Just the connections with me. I was born on my father's birthday, the Father, Son. I always talk about my spirit, the Father, the Holy Trinity. It's just my mum's birthday is on Prince Harry's birthday. It's just quite frankly beautiful. To be honest with you, it's like people say oh, so scary the things you come across. It's beautiful. It ain't scary. I ain't scared if this whole reality is coded. It's beautiful. All right, don't worry me. It's glorious. So yeah, corned beef hash is a special dish. I can see why people don't like it, to be honest. The house where I'm staying, my mum's house, is number 7, which is a huge number, isn't it? 7 days in a week, 7 deadly sins, 7 golden candlesticks, 7 dwarfs, 7 colors in a rainbow. The house where I'm at now is number 7. Beckham's number massively connected to the Queen. He was born 5'2", made his debut for United 23-9, 52nd prime. Just like Brady made his NFL debut 23-9, all by a code. 23-9 is when Francis went to the White House. 52nd prime, Pope gets you 52. So yeah, my mum for 65. You should see my dad. My dad's 67 for another 67. Like King gets you 67, and Charles's upcoming birthday is 67 date numerology, and just huge number, the 67. My dad has like an 8-pack at 67. I'm going to the gym with him tomorrow. I'm a bit nervous because the workout that he'll probably expect me to do, what I used to be able to do, I probably can't do now. So not as strong as I once were, because I've just been obsessed with this knowledge. So I'm going to the gym with my dad tomorrow. He was so relieved when I got here. He was panicky a bit, but I called him at like 11 p.m. Woke him up and said, "I'm so happy you're here, Ads." He calls me Ads. Never calls me Adam. He calls me Ads. The people who are really closest to me call me Ads. All right? Very few people call me that. My dad, Nathan, my sister. So if you ever call me Ads, you got to be close to me. 7 chakras, exactly, chronic masturbator. So happy birthday to the fine woman that is your mum. Thank you. Let me add up there. 100, 120, 127. Wow, if you add up my mum's ages, 65 and 67, guys, you get 132. And that's Super Bowl 56 was 13-2. You got Revelation 13-2, which is about the king. Wait, let me write that down. Because I've got personal codes within the book. No, I can't, because my mum was 64. I'll put the 64 in my 311, the 64th prime. My mother, where is the 311 64? I've got 311 64. Need to be a bit more organized with this. 311 64. Where are you? Wait a sec. I need to write this. There we go. My mother was 64 years old the day Elizabeth died. And then I need to also mention how my father was 67, which is huge with this death. 19th prime, Philip and the Queen were vaccinated for the first time on January the 9th, 19. 66 weeks and 6 days before the Queen's 96th birthday. Can you believe that? Yep, you can check all the stuff that I put in this book for yourself. Georgia guy. My father was 67 years old the day the Queen died. Okay. I like the personal things. I got so many. But it's not, trust me, it's not all about me, the book. There's like a couple of syncs with me, which are just so organic to show you the organic side of the code, which is really important for me to show now, that there is an organic, that you can code your life, that I have coded other people's life. People call me Alex and I don't mind that. I think Alex is nice. Alex is a male and female name, isn't it? I used to really have a crush on a girl called Alexandra Tate. Got off with her a few times, but she was never my girlfriend. And I once made maybe one of the biggest mistakes of my life. I was out with these lads all day and we were at their house and we were playing FIFA and drinking and having banter and just listening to music. And then we went to this pub called The Branch and Alex was there. And I sat down with her and we were drinking and having a laugh. And she's like, I've always had a crush on you since primary school, Adam. I'm like, I've always had a crush on you since primary school. So we got off with each other, which was glorious. And then my mate, I remember Parker in particular, came up to me, Michael Parker, who's got 2 male names, came up to me and was like, Edus, off we go. Because we were supposed to be going to a rave. I hardly ever went to raves. This rave like, literally went till about 6 a.m. He went, off we go. And all the lads were there. And I was like, yeah, wait. Like, no, we're going now. Taxi's here. And back then I was like, I put my guy, like my mates before girls, which is probably wrong. But I was like that. I was like, all right, Alex, I got to go. She's like, don't leave. I'm like, yeah, I'll message you tomorrow. I've got to go now. Day after, I felt like sin with a hangover. Got home at about 7:30 in the morning, 7:30. Remember, England won the 66 World Cup, July the 30th, 7:30. And I didn't do anything that day. And then, so if I would have stayed with Alex, I know what would have gone down. But I put the lads before her. Kind of regret it, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Maybe it was a blessing. Maybe I would have made her pregnant that night or something. Who knows? Woo-woo! Mum can make me apple and peach pie with custard. What a shout that is, eh? Your energy, vibration, and frequency is fantastic. So glad you made it on. Thank you, Lady Hawk. I'm so glad that I've come across you in my life because you're full of wisdom and you got a warm heart. Flinny, guys, Flinny's just entered the chat. This is the guy who picked me up, drove me to Mr. India, 911 London Road, bought the meal for me, literally told me, have whatever you want. Order whatever you want. I was like, no, bro. He's like, order whatever you want. He just kept ordering stuff. And we were stuffed at the end of it. Then he drove me back and we had a great laugh. It flew by. Came home. He met my family. Well, some of them. Had a tea. And he was, well, I said, you can stay the night. And he went, no, I'm going to make my way home. This community has shown me how many incredible people there are in the world. Because when you watch the media, it looks like everyone hates each other and tragedy everywhere and life sucks. And you start to believe it. You see it all on the TV. But again, like my family here are unbelievable. Flinny, unbelievable. I'm sure the other people I'm going to meet on this journey whilst I'm here who I've never met before are going to be unbelievable. Because most people are really nice people in the world. Most people. All right. But again, if you watch the news, you think that the majority are not nice. So you got to get rid of your TV, in my opinion. It's your choice. I have a question about your website. Go for it, Angel Z. I'll answer it. Freedom Festival in Glasgow this weekend. I don't even know. Freedom Festival. Define the word freedom. Is Mr. Flynn the funny guy that was on your Patreon? Yeah, he's hilarious. One of the funniest guys I've ever met. He's got a dry sense of humor, a bit like me. He reminds me of Alan Partridge. To be honest, he reminds me of Alan Partridge. You seem calm and more at peace. Yeah, because I got my flight cancelled. They've still they've not refunded me. It's been like 12 days. They didn't give me that $1,700 back. I think I've lost it. So I just bought a new ticket, a completely new ticket. There was a hurricane going on. I mashed up my car, got pulled over by the police, got fined for that. All the stuff were happening to me like weeks prior. And then the Queen died. It's like almost like I was getting punished for it. But for those people who are asking me, did you put the dog story in your book? Yeah, second paragraph. Second paragraph. That I will never, ever, ever forget that. Do I have to sign up every month for your website, or will it come out automatically because I was disenrolled, just had to join again? There is a button you can click where it automatically will take the money every month. That's the best option. I don't know why you would ever want to leave my website unless you're completely broke. For what I do, it makes no sense to leave my website for what I do. So as far as I'm aware, you can do automatic payments that come out. And if you do, if you're halfway through my website and you've paid $10 and you change the automatic payments, it will cancel your membership. So don't do that. Wait till the end of the month if you want to change and make it automatic or not. If you do it halfway through, it just will have you cancel. It'll see it as a cancellation and you won't see my stuff. So again, it's probably easier to have it just automatic where it renews. Because again, there's no reason to leave my website for what I do. It's for $10. It don't make sense if you leave unless you're broke. So they are a test, Shaq. I agree. I think she died. She could have died on the 520. Like I said, the code was perfection. She could have gone on that 520 date. But again, like I said, the funeral, 520 days between Philip's and Elizabeth's. It's not an accident. They mock you. The 520, I knew it. But you haven't mocked me. I'm going to ruin you in this book, Royal Family. Like beyond a joke. This is the book that no one from the Royal Family wants anyone to read. So of course, this book in a fair world would be a bestseller. The book would be a bestseller in a fair world for what I've done, the connections I've made. It isn't. I ain't going to be doing book tours. I'm not even sure I'm going to get it published, even though it's all my work. There's no like plagiarism. It's all me. I put a few images in there as well, which they could screw me for if I made it a paperback and published it, but I can just remove the images. So you were supposed to be there before your mum's birthday. No doubt God's guiding you. I really believe so. I arrived the day before. I arrived at the house an hour before her birthday. And I'm here to celebrate it. And that's why sometimes it's important in your life to have big goals. My big goal was to get home for my mum's birthday. I'm here. I did it. So it pushed me. People were like, wait, Adam, wait until the bank have given you a refund. What if they don't? What if I'm just waiting and delaying? All right. So I was like, no, I was supposed to be in the bank today in Mexico to ask to make a phone call again to see if I got my money back. And I'm not there. Because this right here, being around my family, that's worth the $3-4 grand, whatever it's going to cost me this trip. Whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever. Will it hurt me when I'm back in Mexico financially? Yes. Will I deal with it? Yeah. I got offered some extra work. Right before I left, people want me to be a PE teacher for these kids who are homeschooled. So I've been offered that work as well, which I'll do. So I'll make the money back. Like, this trip is so expensive for me, but so worth it. Even just for that bacon sandwich made by my brother and a cup of tea in my bed was worth $1 grand. That was worth $1 grand in itself. So I feel like this is a big moment for me. I feel like I'm going to make a major impact on people's lives the next few weeks. I really do. And that's huge. With this book, it's huge. So yeah. Yeah, guys, wow. So I'll leave you with this because I've got to go. The throat's really hurting. I've got a lot of stuff to do. Yeah, I'm going to stop with the comments because that's when I'm going another hour. So check this out. And this will blow your head off here. And I don't know how I'm able to do this stuff. So Tottenham Tottenham just played in the Champions League and they lost like I thought they would because, again, if you go back and watch, anytime there's 2 early games in the Champions League, one of the favourites never wins. All the time. Go check it from the start of this season's Champions League and you'll see in the early games. Hello, Benji. You'll see in the early games that one of the favourites loses. So I was like, Spurs are losing this or not winning. And they lost 2-0. So there was no goals in 90 minutes. And then 2 goals in 3 minutes. We know 2/3 is 66.6%. So there was 2 goals in 3 minutes. Did you see the goal scorers for Lisbon? All right. Which is where Ronaldo started his career. Did you see them? The goal scorers. It was Paulinho. And it was also Arthur. So, first of all, with the Arthur, you've got King Arthur. But now check this out. Are you listening to this? Somebody give me a hell yeah in the chat because this is going to blow your mind. Then I'm leaving because my family are eating. I don't want to be annoying people. So, somebody give me a hell yeah and listen to this. Give me a hell yeah and listen to this. There we go. And then I'm going. All right. Hey, Jenny, much love. It was a blessing in disguise. Enjoy your family and corned beef. Hell yeah. Thank you. I do believe it was a blessing in disguise. I was being protected. They call them guardian angels. I believe in them. I believe in them. So listen to this with this connection that I've got here, which is going in the book. So did any of you guys watch EastEnders? All right. In the 90s, did you ever watch EastEnders? Somebody give me a hell yeah. EastEnders. All right. I wish I was on a stage presenting this. It'd be so good. And all right. So some of you are aware of EastEnders. Most of you in the chat are probably from England because with the time difference. So there's EastEnders in London, really connected to the royal family as EastEnders, massively. And 2 of their most iconic characters from the 90s were Pauline and Arthur Fowler. Pauline and Arthur Fowler. Pauline, I'll say this again, Pauline, like Paulinho, and Arthur. Paulinho and Arthur scored for Lisbon against Tottenham, a London-based team. Paulinho and Arthur, Pauline and Arthur. All right, both goals scored in a 3-minute period. All the 3s I've got in my code with Elizabeth. And then they had a son in the show. And what was his name? It was Mark Fowler. All right, who was born on Ten Hag's birthday, 2-2 for another 22. He was born in 68, which was 33 years before 9/11. But Mark Fowler, the son of Pauline and Arthur, like Paulinho and Arthur scored for Sporting Lisbon, he in the show died of HIV, AIDS. Who else did? Freddie Mercury, who was the lead singer of Queen. All right. So you've got these HIV and AIDS riddles that are everywhere as well, which is insane, guys. And the AIDS stuff that I've got in my book is quite simply off the charts. AIDS gets you 33, so does gay. But when we look at AIDS, it's absolutely insane with the Queen's death. It really is. Which you'll see in the book. I don't want to give everything away. So it's absolutely mind-blowing stuff. What's going on? What is going on with this? So the sinks, there's all sorts of stuff. And Fauci was the spokesperson for AIDS, and then he was the coronavirus advisor for the White House. So I've got all these connections, guys. And then you also have your boy Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks was supposedly the first celebrity to get coronavirus. Got it in Australia, didn't he? But Tom Hanks starred in the movie Philadelphia, where the Declaration of Independence was signed, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in West Philadelphia, born and raised, Philadelphia, where Kobe was born. And this movie, Philadelphia, a young Philadelphia lawyer who is infected with AIDS keeps his homosexuality hidden from his employers. Elizabeth dies during the big push for the LGBTQVWXYZ32571 community. All right. So there's all this stuff with AIDS, and then you had Live Aid. Wasn't that in England? All right. I'm pretty sure. Let me check. Live Aid. I'm sure Live Aid was in England. Yep. And it was in London and Philadelphia. Wow, Adam. One of them was at the John F. K. Stadium. But this needs to go in the book. And I'm pretty sure Live Aid, your boy Freddie Mercury, lead singer of Queen, I'm pretty sure he had his most iconic performance at Live Aid. That's why they brought out that movie, like Bohemian Rhapsody. It's why they brought out the movie with Elton John recently, who sung Candle in the Wind for Princess Diana. Bringing all these movies out. Okay? There was another celebrity that did a movie, Elvis, the king of rock and roll. Anybody? The king of rock and roll, the king? The guy who got the polio vaccine supposedly in 1956, the year Tom Hanks was born. Yeah, the king of rock and roll. Another King reference. I want to break free. Yeah, we're dressed as a woman. All the Queen members were in dresses. I want to break free. And if you listen to some of Freddie's lyrics, though, he almost tells us that we're in a matrix. Like, I want to break free is not his sexuality. It was the matrix. And the song that he did with Bowie. What was the song that he did with Bowie? I could spit freestyles. I'm really good at freestyling, but I ain't going to do it. What was the song that I did with Bowie? Oh, I forgot what it is. I want to break. Was that I want to break free? Like Queen and Bowie. What song did it? It might be that. Or was it Under Pressure? Under Pressure on it. Under Pressure. Yeah. And then this makes me. I've told you a lot of Freddie Mercury's lyrics are connected to the Matrix. I want to break free. And then if you look at these lyrics here, I just break this stuff down, guys, because of God. I break this stuff down. Listen to these lyrics. Tell me this is not the Matrix that he's talking about. It's the terror of knowing what this world is about. Watching some good friends screaming, let me out. Let me out of what? And then it says, pray tomorrow brings me higher. Pressure on people on the streets. So what's he mean about? It's the terror of knowing what this world is about. Watching some good friends screaming, let me out. Let me out of what? I want to break free. Let me out. Why did he use these lyrics? And yes, he used a lot of lyrics that didn't make much sense. Queen, by the way, had 4 members like the 4 horsemen. She was born the 4th month of the year, and loads of other 4s. But you're going to see in this book, guys, did you see what I've just given you with Pauline and Arthur Fowler and Paulinho and Arthur Scott? Do you know how good that is? Do you know how wild that is to just be able to see this? And it was an English team. And Ronaldo's so connected to the Pope, to the royal family. That's why he was born on 111 date, numerology 25/1985 equals 111. She was born the 111th day of the year, and then he made his second debut for Man United on 9/11, leaving 111 days left in the year. And it finished 4-1, like I said it would be, and I said he would score. Got his 119th goal for United on 11/9. All right, 4-1's huge, guys. King gets you 41. It's a big number. Big number that Liz Truss became PM, Prime Minister, 41 days after her birthday. Kobe died at 41, didn't he? George Bush Sr., who gave the speech about a new world order in 1990, was the 41st president of the US. 9/11 occurred on 9/11/2001. 9 plus 11 plus 20 plus 1 is 41. I've told you, on a 13-month calendar, the first day of the year is April the 1st, 4-1. 41's the 13th prime. It makes sense for the year to begin on 4-1 and have 13 months, doesn't it? Doesn't it? 28 is a perfect number, the 7th triangular number. That's why the month should be 28 days, 28 days and 7 days in a week. That's your 7 times 4 for Jesus Christ. For the Independence Day date is 7/4. 7's the 4th prime. Again, 7 days in a week, 4 weeks in a month. Everything I'm saying to you makes complete sense, doesn't it? 52 divided by 4 is 13, not 12. Why is there 12 months? Because we don't ask those questions. They're the questions you should be asking yourself at school. If there's 52 weeks in a year and 4 seasons, how many months should there be? 13, sir. Then why do we have 12? Work it out. Why do you think we have 12? I don't know. Okay, do some research. Because that's what I did as a teacher. I wouldn't always give them the answer. Do some research. Then someone will go, Mr. Adam? Yes, Enrique, what's up? Did you know that it was a pope? It was Pope Gregory who created the Gregorian calendar that gave us the 52-week year? Brilliant. Right, keep looking. What else do you find? That's how I taught people. That stuff should be going on in schools, not solving algebra equations. That doesn't help anyone. Although I guess it does help with your concentration. It's not all bad doing algebra, but I'm talking about this type of stuff. David Bowie, I'm going to have to get involved with him in the book because he's going to have some big numbers. I think I've coded him before. He always had the lightning bolt here, and Luke 10:18 is about how Satan was basically kicked out of heaven like a lightning bolt. He was born in 47. Wow, he died. Oh, wow, brilliant. Bowie died. Bowie died, guys. David Bowie died the 10th of January, which is your 101, your 26 prime, and he died in 2016, which is huge. 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. So Bowie, you're next. Born in 47. There's another 47. And in London. And he died in New York, which gets you 222. Became an active musician in 62. All Queen, that number. Coronated in 1953, the 62nd try on 6-2. Nothing to see there then. So Bowie, I hate to say it, but you're next. Born on 8/1, 9 times 9. Philip died at age 99. David Robert Jones was his name. I didn't know that. And he was always singing about space and ground control to Major Tom. Just, again, not as talented as you think, Bowie. If they wanted to make me the next Bowie and put lightning on my face and make me dress up like a bell end and just go, ground control to Major Tom. He kind of talked when he sang. I could have been Bowie if they wanted me to be honest. Right, anyway. Right, this was a good one. I'm safe for the people who were worried about me. I'm safe, I'm sound. I'm with my family. The book's going to be released on the 20th of September. I believe it'll be the best book you've ever read in your life, other than maybe like Revelation, the Bible, whatever. It'll be the best book that you've read from a regular guy. I really believe that. Screw J.K. Rowling, who has the Baphomet tattoo on her wrist, who never wrote any of those Harry Potter books. It was demons that did it. It was demons that wrote those books, not J.K. Rowling. J.K. like joke. Joke's on you if you think that was the author. The Baphomet tattoo, what a joke. So yeah, all's good. Please start sharing my videos. Spread the information. Get them to come on my YouTube channel. Sign up to the website, whatever it is to support what I'm doing. Because you know I give my heart and soul to this community and I'm changing lives and I'll continue to do that. Whatever happens, how many people target me and say, if you keep doing this, this is going to, whatever. All right. I'm going to keep doing it. So please, at least you can do when you watch my lives is share them. Hit that silly like button so I get more traction. And yeah, that book will be coming very soon. And closer to the time, I'll let you know how you can get it from me and how much I'm going to charge. I can't give that away 2 years. 2 years of work, probably about at least 1,000 hours doing that book. Can't just give it away. So I'll figure it out how I'm going to do it. The people on my website, you'll get the book for free, by the way, just so you know. There's a little heads up for you. If you're on the website, I'll give you it for free, the book, like I did the Kobe book. If anybody's new to my channel and you want my Kobe Bryant book, I'm giving that out for free. Email me, I'll send you it for free. If you're new to this, you'll read my Kobe book, you're going to be blown away. My Queen book is 1,000 times better. So for those people who've read my Kobe book and said, wow, that's the best thing I've ever read, this Queen code's 1,000 times better than my Kobe Bryant one. You'll only know what that means if you've read the Kobe one. All right. So Clow, if you're still there, I know you're desperate for the book. 6079. All right. All those people that, when's the book coming out? 20th of September. And I'll figure out why. I don't even know the day of the year of that. I'll quickly check right now what 29 is. What is 29? What day of the year? I should know all of this off the top of my head by now, but I'll get to that point. It's going to be, my book is going to be released. No. It's going to be released on the 263rd day. My book's going to be... Somebody just said London's 29, so is Masonic. And the Masons were founded in London, 1717. Guys, my book's going to be released the 20th of September, which is the 263rd day of the year, the 56th prime. Royal Family 56. Coronavirus 56. Guys, my book's going to be released. I didn't even know it's the 263rd day of the year. Literally, the only reason I'm releasing it then is because it's the day after a funeral. And the tenses. I want to write in the past tense with certain. So there you go, 56 prime. I knew it. There we go. I didn't make a funeral the 19th. You know what I mean? It was supposed to be 10 days after. And they changed it to 11, which I don't know why they've done that. Obviously, it's for the 199. I think I messed their code up. My 520 code was insanity. Why did they announce a while ago her funeral will definitely be 10 days after she dies? All right. I said she's going to die 520, and then her funeral's 5:30 on Stephen Gerrard's 42nd birthday. All right. And all the other stuff that I did. That she became the Queen in 52, coronated in 53. She dies 5:20, funeral 5:30, a million other things. They always told us her funeral was going to be 10 days after she dies. Why have they changed it to 11? Ask yourself that question. And then the funeral's at 11 a.m. And Remembrance Day is 11/11, when World War I ended. The Euro 2020 final finished 1-1, didn't it, for another 11? So, yeah, I won't be shocked if she went 5:20, but that would have just been two. That would have put me, like, made me a real target if she went on that date. I'm actually glad she went on that 8/9/24th prime date. The funeral 11 days after. My favorite number, born on my dad's 31st birthday, the 11th prime, which you heard my mum say I was born on his birthday. So there you have it. Jesus gets you 11. This has been a good one. I feel like I should go back to bed, but I'm not going to. I'm going to jump in the shower. So, yeah. Let's leave with 65 in the live, guys. My mum's 65th birthday. Let's do that. Somebody give me one more like. So I've got 65 for my mum's birthday as a tribute. I need one more like for 65. My mum's 65th birthday today. 67 in the live. My dad's 67. There. 65. I think I got the screenshot. Got it. Wow. That is brilliant. Guys, I got the 65. After 1 hour and 43 minutes, and Kobe was born on 8/23, the 143rd prime. And 143 is also Steph Curry's birthday, the 14th of March, which is Pi Day, your 314, which is 22 divided by 7. That's why Brady retired after 22 seasons with 7 rings. That's why Klopp retired on 227 as a footballer the year of 9/11. 49th prime is 227. When Philip died 49, Brady spots the 49ers. It's his favourite team. Pandemic equals 65, declared a pandemic. on Bill Gates' 65th birthday. Not his birthday, when he was 65. When coronavirus was declared a global pandemic, Bill Gates was 65 and Melinda Gates was 56. Reflections of each other. 9 years apart, the number of completion. So, yeah, I'm going to leave now, guys. I'll be in touch, see what tomorrow brings, but I'm definitely not doing anything else. Or maybe I'll do a code from my website for a sports game for you. I've got to get back into the time difference. So those games are what, in like 3.5 hours. I might do one game. I don't know. If you're on my website, I'll still be posting like usual, but I might have the odd day where I'm just not as active. I'll still be more active than most people's websites. All right. Much love. Take care. I'm going to nail this water off and go hang out with my family for a little bit. Thanks for everything. Thanks for wishing my mother happy birthday as well. I appreciate it. You know, I'm going to wait till it gets to 1 hour and 46 for Donald Trump's birthday, 14th of June, because he could be that 47th president. Trump gets you 47. Or maybe you don't class as the 47th if there's already been one. I don't know. All right. Come on. I've got 20 seconds and I'm off. Jesus Christ is 146. Beautiful, Joseph. Big up, people. We've got a better place than most. I agree. Just stay strong during all of this, because you're going to be tested like you've never been tested before in your life. Embrace the test. Embrace it. Oh, thank you very much, Durrell. Thank you. Durrell sent me his food box again. His candy from Japan, whatever it is. It was the best one he sent me. He got all excited about these sour Skittles, whatever they were called. It looked really good. But I wasn't sure about the peanut butter Kit Kat, to be honest. Thank you, Chigozi. Much love. Please sign up to Chigozi Truth's website. Not website, YouTube channel as well. It's really, really good. So thank you, Don. I'll give you a proper call soon. Let's leave it where D-Travel has 56% charge left. And my book's going to be released the 263rd day of the year, the 56 Prime. Let's leave it with that. All right. Thank you. Much love. Adios.